Hi, everybody. Antonio here with another daily reminder for you. And today's daily reminder is a house divided. There's an old saying that says, a house divided against itself cannot stand. And it is an age old adage that typically talks about the importance of harmony within any environment. So, for example, a business. If you've got two business partners and they have vastly different objectives for the business's direction, then that's going to cause problems within that business. Same thing with parenting. If you've got two parents with wildly different parenting styles, that's going to cause some disruption within that family. Father says this, mother says that, or one parent says this and another parent says that. It's going to cause some disruption, confusion minimally, but definitely disruption. But let's talk about a different house. Let's talk about this house right here. Is your house divided? And what I'm referring to specifically is your conscious and your subconscious mind. Is your conscious mind and your subconscious mind aligned? Your foundational beliefs, your view of the world, are these things aligned with what you say you want for yourself? Are these things aligned with what you are doing, what you're saying? Here's a really interesting factoid. You've probably seen stage hypnotists where they will hypnotize the crowd, and you've got the person up there clucking like a chicken, and you've got the woman who's doing the exotic dancing and all the crazy things that you've seen in any type of stage hypnosis presentation. One of the interesting things I learned about that when I lived in Vegas is that Scott, he was a famous hypnotist there, Scott, and he said no hypnotist can hypnotize someone to do something that they don't fundamentally want to do. And he said, well, it's close to impossible. Those were his exact words. It's close to impossible. And I said, what do you mean? He says, well, the people who are on stage clucking like a chicken and doing all those things, there's a part of them that wants to be up there doing those things. They may not be that outgoing normally, but in that trance-like state, they've dropped a lot of their inhibitions and they're willing to do those things. But these are things that they would do on some other level because your subconscious mind would not allow you to do something even in the hypnotized state. It would take, and the way he put it, he says, it would take a significant amount of brainwashing, a significant amount of brainwashing to get someone to do something that they fundamentally did not want to do. Like you could not say, hypnotize someone, put them on stage, and they say, hey, I want you to punch that person in the face. If you're not a violent person by nature, you won't do it. You won't do it. So there has to be a part of you that wants to do that thing to allow yourself to be hypnotized into doing it, or else it just won't work. Just won't work. So, for today's daily reminder, what do I mean about a house divided? You may say you want to be a millionaire. You may say you want a loving relationship. You may say you want to live a healthy lifestyle. You may say you want to stop smoking. You may say you want to fill in the blank. But on an unconscious level, you may not believe that you're good enough, that you're smart enough, that you're capable enough, that you have the ability to fill in the blank. And a house divided against itself cannot stand. So if you're finding that there's anything in your life that you're looking for, that you want to bring into your experience that's not showing up, it could very well be a part of you that doesn't believe that you, for whatever reason, can have that thing. Now, what do you do about that? All right. What do you do about that? Because wow, I didn't know that. That's fascinating that I could have an unconscious belief that contradicts the thing that I want. That's great. What do I do about that? Well, as with other thoughts, those beliefs were planted at some time in your life, whether it be from your parents, your environment, whatever the case may be. Those thoughts were planted and they were reinforced until they became a part of your belief system. What you can do is the exact same thing. Start planting new thoughts. A few days ago, I did another daily reminder and I talked about how your subconscious mind is like fertile soil. It doesn't care what you plant into it. It's just going to reap whatever's there, and that will be your harvest, whatever you've planted into it. So, if you're looking to do fill in the blank and that thing is not showing up for you, here's the first thing that you want to do. Grab a sheet of paper and write down, what are your immediate thoughts about that thing? What are your immediate thoughts? Don't think about it. Just start writing those thoughts. Whatever the thing is, and just start writing those thoughts. Don't try to filter it. Don't try to say the things that you think you're supposed to say. I am light, I am love, and I can have that. No, write down the things that you believe about it. Being a millionaire is hard. Finding a good man is impossible. Doing this and that, blah, blah, blah. Write down what you really think about those things. That's going to be the first step of being able to see what's really there on an unconscious level. What's there for you around that particular thing? Then start planting the seeds of what it is you want. Whether that, and you do that whatever way works for you. That could be through meditation. It could be through visualization. It could be through journaling. It could be through some type of coaching, counseling of some sort. It could be through affirmations. And when you continually plant those seeds, you'll start finding those shifts on an unconscious level. And you'll then see those things and recognize those things on a conscious level, which will allow you to see those things on the physical level. So, a house divided against itself cannot stand. So if you are divided up here, it's going to show up in your world as divided. Get your mind aligned and you'll be fine. Hey, I could be a rapper. How about that? Get your mind aligned and you'll be fine. Naima says, or the things are showing up are right in front of your face, but you can't even recognize and or accept it because it's the state of consciousness you're in. Absolutely. Absolutely. Robert Kiyosaki talks about this a lot in one of his books. He mentions it briefly in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but he talks about this a lot in another book about getting yourself in the investing mindset. And when you do, you'll start seeing investments everywhere, because they are everywhere. They're everywhere. I remember when I was really reading a lot of Kiyosaki's books, I found this property that was right next to a school, and there's just an empty lot. And I said, well, you know what? Let me just inquire about it. And I started looking into it. Person wanted to sell it. They wanted way more than than it was worth, et cetera. So the deal didn't go through. But the thing is that I saw the opportunity right next to the school, see it every day, but being in that investing mindset, having that in my conscious mind. So that's a very important point that Naima makes here. Your state of consciousness is going to dictate what shows up in your life. And what I mean by that is what you will see, because the thing is there. All the things that we need and desire for ourselves, they're there, but sometimes we won't see them because of where we are. So that's it for today's daily reminder. And what I'm going to remind you of is like, comment, share. If you're getting value in this, I'm going to shift my consciousness in that people love my stuff, they share my stuff. So that's it for today, guys. And I will wait a minute. We got another last minute comment came in here from the Reverend. Yes, sir. Carlton McDuffie. Kool-Aid. Good stuff. Amos 3:3. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? Yes. Yes, sir. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? That's some powerful stuff. So even within yourself, you need alignment, and you absolutely need alignment within your house, whatever that house may be, your household, your house business, your house friends, whatever that house is. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? Thank you for sharing your wisdom, brother. Always glad to have you on. All right, so that's it for today's daily reminder, guys. We'll look forward to seeing you again tomorrow for another daily reminder. Take care.